Today, there are over 110 armed conflicts across the world. There are 3 major wars that have lasted for years and threaten to destabilize entire regions. According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, the world's 9 nuclear powers have increased spending on their nuclear stockpiles even as nations engage in saber rattling and leaders talk of using the ultimate weapon. One wrong move now, and we may witness the end of the world. Is the world closer than ever to a nuclear war? News9 Plus Decodes. NATO's Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg has announced that NATO is discussing deploying additional nuclear weapons. Why? Increased threats from Russia and China, says Stoltenberg. NATO's consultations involve taking warheads out of storage and putting them on standby to reinforce its deterrent capability. This shift in nuclear posturing echoes Cold War-era policies. The Kremlin responded by condemning Stoltenberg's remarks as an escalation of tension and accused NATO of pushing the world closer to nuclear confrontation. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov argued that NATO's actions contradict diplomatic efforts to manage the nuclear threat, particularly in light of the Ukraine conflict. So how likely is a nuclear war? According to a report by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, the world's 9 nuclear-armed states have increased their spending on modernizing their nuclear arsenals by 1/3 in just the past year. While the total number of warheads has decreased globally, there is a rise in operationally deployed warheads. China and Russia in particular have enhanced their nuclear capabilities and operational readiness. Worryingly, CIPRI has highlighted a troubling lack of transparency and cooperation between the major nuclear powers. The US and Russia, the world's greatest nuclear powers, have suspended key arms control dialogues and treaties. This has heightened the risk of miscalculation and accidental escalation. Which countries have the largest nuclear stockpiles? In 2023, the 9 nuclear-armed states, that is the US, Russia, UK, France, China, India, Pakistan, North Korea, and Israel, started modernizing their arsenals and deployed new nuclear-capable systems. Of the estimated 12,121 global warheads in January 2024, around 9,585 were in military stockpiles. Approximately 3,904 were deployed, 2,100 of which were on high alert, mostly by the US and Russia, with China also having some. Russia and the US hold nearly 90% of the world's nuclear weapons, including over 1,200 retired warheads each, which are being dismantled. As of now, the US has 5,044 warheads, Russia has 5,580, the UK has 225, while France has 290. China stands at 500, India at 172, Pakistan has 170 nuclear warheads, while North Korea is at 50 and Israel at 90. The combination of NATO's potential nuclear deployment, Russia's aggressive posture, and the broader global trend towards nuclear modernization suggests that the world is moving towards a more precarious and potentially dangerous era. While a full-scale nuclear war remains unlikely, these developments underscore the need for renewed arms control efforts and diplomatic engagement to avert a crisis.